Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky, and here we are. We're starting up on my freighter. In the last part, we started to lay out the foundations of my base, and to be honest, I haven't done much else since the end of that video. I've just been so busy. But the video before that, we were building up this freighter base here. So in this part, I'm looking for a bit of a change in pace. It's the weekend, so maybe we'll go take a look at the community mission. I got some frigate missions to cash in, and of course, there's still the Atlas path to complete. Before that, I want to talk about something that's quite important, that's nothing related to No Man's Sky. It's related to the current disaster that's flowing across the world, which is changing people's complete lifestyles. Now, I've worked from home for over 15 years, and I want to kind of talk a little bit about the psychology of being home all the time, because I know that it's going to be a completely new experience for many people, especially people who have been asked to work from home. So what I want to do is just talk a little bit about that. I'm not going to get too deep, and I hope you're all going to stay safe and be aware that viruses are quite sneaky things, and the smallest thing can catch you out. Well, if you're suddenly put in the situation where you're going to be at home or self-isolated, whatever you want to call it, if you're working from home, so here's a couple of key tips. One, if you're working from home, try and identify a workspace, the same way as you would in an office. I mean, I've got a completely dedicated room, which is the home office where I work and record YouTube. I mean, it could be just a table in the corner of a bedroom. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate, but make it your workspace the same way as you would do in your office or wherever you worked before, and set things up as you would do that if, say, you've been asked to move to a new office or a new workspace. Because if you set it up, it creates the environment to get into the right frame of mind to do things. This also applies to any students. If you're home studying, do exactly the same. Set up a proper study area, and it could be something you could pack away, but just do it, because that gets you in the right frame of mind to do what you've got to do. And also try and get into a routine. I mean, I have a very fixed routine. I get up in the morning, I do my uploads, I do my recordings, although in my case morning is about 3:30 in the morning. And then I work through the morning doing mainly YouTube, and then around lunchtime I then go into work mode, and then I work through the afternoon, quite often into the early evening, depending on what I do. And that's the way I structure my days. And if you do structure your days, you will find that life goes on a lot better. And this also, I think, also applies to anyone who's at home self-isolating. If you're at home, you're not used to it, used to being out and about, try and get some structure into your day. And when I mean structure is try and still get up at a normal time, have your meals at a certain time, in a fixed routine. If you've got children, plan to spend time with children. If you want to keep in contact with friends, try and arrange say in the afternoon to talk to friends. Don't let the days drift away, because what you will find will happen is that you end up just effectively becoming a couch potato or something. And we've got to remember, though, even in the world of self-isolation, that if there's an opportunity, get outside. If you've got a garden, go outside, get some exercise, get some fresh air. I mean, I do it quite often. In the middle of the morning, if I'm being sat down too long, I go out in my garden. I mean, I'm lucky I've got a nice big garden. If you haven't got a garden, just go and walk around, because you can still talk to people as long as you're 2 meters away from them. So just go out and just be polite. Just walk down the road. If you see someone, just have a conversation with them, or just say good morning. I mean, just try and get into that routine, and you'll find that, I mean, it's still going to be boring. I mean, I'm not going to pretend it's not going to be difficult, especially if you're a very social person, but it just gives you that balance in life, and it gives a purpose to life. And of course, there's another tip as well. If you've got your own house or thing, maybe this is the time to do a little bit of DIY and tidy the house up and things like that. But it's very important that you have a routine and a structure to your days, because if you don't have that, what you will find is that you will just effectively end up just getting up in the morning at random times, eating at random times, not eating properly. And of course, you can still play games, but what I will say is, just because you've got lots of time, don't spend all day playing games, especially if you've got family and friends. Don't forget them. I mean, you can still talk. You've got telephones, you've got mobiles, you've got Skype. There's all sorts of ways you can stay in communication. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I don't want it to be a lecture, but that's just a few tips from someone who's spent a long time at home, day in, day out. I think that is the key bits I want to talk about. I don't want to labour it too long, but you can get through this, and you can get through it with your sanity if you just do a few simple things. But let's get down to looking at these frigate missions. Do something interesting. Okay, fleet command. Let's see what we got here. Debrief commander. Right, we got storage augmentation. That's great, because that means we just got a big pile of cash from that. But more importantly, that means I can upgrade my fighter again for free. It'd be nice to get one from every mission, actually. Debrief commander. Obviously, this is a cash mission. Wow. And another storage augmentation. Wow. And we've got some uranium. We've got 2 storage augmentations. That is pretty great. We've got the indium. So we're actually getting into some elements now. Oh, we didn't get much from that. I suppose overall we didn't do too bad. I mean, I could probably sell off the indium and the uranium. We'll do that straight away. And as everyone keeps reminding me, I can do this with the directly. Just sell that off. That's about it. Oh, apologies for any pauses where I have to add out sniffs and sneezes. I'm still trying to get over the result of my cold. It just seems to be lingering on my chest in the form of a cough. What we got here? We got an industrial expedition. Now, I did get a few more industrial ships, but I don't know if I've got enough. I got 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's go for an industrial mission. 3, 4. So I could weave in one of my better support ships now. And that's industrial, isn't it? Yep. So, I mean, that is nearly as good as my actual industrial. So if we put the NX Future in here, I don't think I've got anything. Oh, we got a powerful frigate and overclock existing fleet. Hey, we'll just put that in. I think that's an 800-ton mission. And got a trade expedition. I think we'll go for the longer one, but easier one. And we've got, again, I just want to bring in some of my kind of less developed trade ships. In fact, we'll just go for the whole mission like that. Another 650 tons. We've got a balanced mission here. And I think we can put in a combat ship. We've got a trade ship, we've got exploration. We've got quite a few support ships, so put in one of the basic support ships. We've got combat, trade, and I'll put that support ship in as well. That's another 550 tons. And I don't think we've really got anything for the other missions. At the moment I seem to be stuck on 3 missions. But that's it there. And we're just going to jump in the laughing gnome and drop the save. And just going to get here. I can't remember whether the Nexus is in this system. This system is actually the one that's closest to the center of the galaxy, certainly. Any frigates for sale? No. Okay. Why won't it let me? Probably because we're too close to the ships. There we are. Now, another reason why I want to do some more community missions is, if any of you follow Xaine's channel, he did a short video a couple of days ago where he was listing all the new items that are coming up as part of Quicksilver, and I've realised that I'm a little bit behind with my Quicksilver purchases, mainly because I don't have that much. I feel that what I need to do is do the mission so that I can, well, start to equip my bases with all the nice stuff that's Quicksilver. Let's just go and have a quick look at Quicksilver. And so we got a polo figurine and a Nada figurine. Now, as far as I know, these actually fit in the ship's cockpits. And what actually happens is they do actually give you up enhancements to the ship. As I say, Xaine has done a video on this. And maybe that could be something that would be worth picking up as soon as the mission is finished. Anyway, let's just go and see what we've got. Okay, vanishing point. We get 15 wiring looms for this. Wow, that'd be pretty good. Investigate anomalous region. Initialize mission. We're going to get 1200 Quicksilver for it. Start mission. And of course, we're going to have to find a portal. So we jump in here. And away we go. And mission started. Right, this is knowledge stones detected, and off we go. Of course, it's got to be a cold planet. Pretty rough actually as well. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to drop down. I have a strategy for doing these. Oh, there's. Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to put down. Actually, there's some. Wait. Why won't you let me land? What's so special about this place? Why is the landing area not clear? Must admit, I am getting more and more of that type of message where it says landing area not clear. I think I've used up quite a lot of my sodium. So yeah, oh great. Suits. We use some dioxide. Yeah, I used up quite a lot of sodium when I was working on the base, so right, I'm not going to mess about with you. My plan is that what we're going to do is by going to cargo, we plot a route with this. What I want is a monolith. Ancient monolith detected. Thank you. It's over there. Right. Definitely gonna have to sort my multi-tool out, take off those techs and put them onto another one, so I can have a multi-tool that's how can you say, a specialist tool for if for some reason Hello Games starts to put another use for those elements that were introduced as part of the living ship mission. Oops, there's a Looky Finoki, that creature that way. How far away is that? An hour, so we're going to have to go up into space. So here we are, we're just coming down on the monolith. Hopefully the game is going to let me land. So we're just going to come in here. And you can see here straight away, because I've got the monolith, I've got the 3 knowledge stones. So it just saves all the running around trying to find things. Gonna get in here. And again, just gonna flip through these. I mean, and here's the third one. So we got some birds in the sky. I'll certainly be scanning those. Okay, speak to frequency. Thank you. Touch the stone. Portal's been detected. Any other creatures around? Oops. Doesn't scan quite so well if you're stood in the center. Oops. Actually, what we could do is actually talk to the monolith. And we're underling the Gek firstborn demand help. Give metal. I see a ragged claw grab at me. Despite being broken and fragmented, it holds me tight. The magnetic brain will give metal, give ferrite dust. I've got a big pile of that. Health is at maximum. And we've got an Atlas word again. Now, for a long time, I wasn't getting Atlas words. And now it seems strange that suddenly we're getting Atlas words turning up. And I wonder if there's a reason for that. I wonder if Hello Games have got something planned as part of the next update that's going to involve learning the Atlas language. Anyway, that's just a total random speculation on my part. And oh, looks like we're off to another planet. Oh, frigates. Can't remember what I need. I think I need exploration frigates over everything else. Incoming. Okay, hello friend. Looking for inspect frigate. Trade specialist. No, thank you. We'll do one more on the way through. This, I think, looks a bit like a combat ship. Exploration specialist. Yes, we will take that. That gives me 2 exploration specialists now. I think that's enough. But then we are in a Gek system, so yeah, maybe an exploration specialist makes sense. And here we are. Get rid of you. And I think before we go anywhere, I just want to... So let's just get down here. And legacy of wherever you are. The portal looms above me, keeping silent vigil over the planet. Readying myself to enter the recovered coordinates. Okay, enter glyph sequence. And through we go. Step through the portal. It says here, weather, deadly pressure variations. Okay, thank you, game. What's this here? Okay, thank you, game. Where's the anomaly? There's 22 minutes in that direction. Just curious what these are. Okay. Don't think I've seen little rocks like that with plants on the top of them. They might work. Is that, it said warning? Oh, I've missed that warning. May be unstable. Proceed with extreme caution. Okay. Oh, is this going to have a little bit of a sting to it? So we've actually got to land on a freighter. Well, we should be okay. I've never known freighters to explode or anything like that. So we'll just come in here. Although you never know. Okay, what have we got here? The crash site stinks of burnt metal and smouldering flesh. An unknown energy leaps and sparks around the vessel, arcing across the hull, coursing through my exosuit. Effect of the crash or the cause. A rhythm within the static becomes prominent, beating out a demand. It tickles my mind with the plea, demanding materials from this planet. Some identified force is unsettled here. It longs to be stabilized. We're going to find 60 Hexaberries. Interesting. Why is there a power supply here? Okay, we're in the middle of a storm. Life support at 50%. Let's just get into here. We might as well check out the freighter while we're at it. Chromic metal. I've got a pile of chromic metal. Antimatter housing. Don't really need it. Oh. Change terrain manipulator. Oh, it's another one. It could be another one of these. There it is. Chromic metal. Yeah, thank you, game. Land up here. And we'll just thank you. A little bit of unstable gel. Just walk around here. Oops. Got this one over here. Okay, we'll just tag you. Spike through. Terrain manipulator. Blast our way through the damaged plates. Chromic. Hey, you. Okay, that just gave me units. And we're going to need to pop our environmental protection. And you. We are destination reached. Let's get into here. And okay, weather's clearing. Thank you, game. And we got some acid. Right, what we need to do now is find some Hexaberries. There we are. Well, we'll start off in that direction. I am curious to know why a freighter has got some power supplies here. Life support 35%. It looks like it's actually connected, although it's only connected in a sideways grid. Right, let's just go see how many Hexaberries we get per plant. Seven. Okay, this is going to take a little while to do. Up the knowledge stone. And keep looking. Go over there. Right, what we're going to have to do is just keep walking in the direction of Hexaberries. So this might be a little bit of a hike. We'll do it. It won't be a problem. And of course we can have a nice look round and see what else is around while we're at it. What we got here? Ammonia. I'm actually a bit inclined to pick this ammonia up actually. It's only a little bit. Grab that. Right, any more Hexaberries? There's haploid wheat that way, Hexaberry that way. So they're actually going to be. We got some meaty chunks. So effectively, what was it? 2 plants meet 16, so in theory we've got to get another 6 plants after this one, well including this one actually, so you can say 6-7 plants. We go over there, haploid wheat. Right, got Hexaberries over there. Oops. Haha. Just walked into a hole. It's ammonia. Oops. Let's snag a little bit more ammonia. Till it's right under my feet. I mean, I don't want to pick up too much of it, but that'd be enough. And some more Hexaberries. Let's just scan the horizon for an oops, there's some creatures there. That's haploid wheat. Right, we've run out of immediate targets, so I think what we'll do is we'll head for the knowledge stone to give me a sense of direction. So, I think he's got the message and cleared off. Oh, we've got 2 knowledge stones together here. Got a get word for just. Any more Hexaberries around? We've got over there sweet roots. Okay, let's head for Han Solo's base, but I don't really want to go down. I suppose we can go down in this depression. I mean, some of the bases they build with these community missions are pretty awesome, so it's probably worth having a quick look-see. got to do now is get out of this hole. Let's just head for the base. Oh, looks like we got one built in the water this time. Wow. Hello. Water creatures. I'm not sure how you can have armored clams on land unless there's an underwater lake here. Let's just have a look at the base. Interesting. Because that looks like a very familiar layout, but then it wouldn't take long to put that out. I actually like that idea in the center there. That you've actually got a round base with a stand on it with another bit on top. I like that idea. I'll take that on board. What on earth is that? I got a Hexaberry that way. I'm curious. Oh, it's the Exocraft Summoner, I think, isn't it? I think it is. Okay. Don't get distracted. And we've found another Hexaberry. And we'll just look for the next, another one. There's one over there, 106 away. I don't think we've been in this direction. Certainly going through the life support though. Okay, 52. We really just need one more. And there's always the last one that's takes such a long time to find. Is that there? That's haploid wheats. I think we'll go this way. Actually, there's a knowledge stone just over the top there. So we head in the direction of the knowledge stone. Boom, 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 boom. Haploid wheats. Haploid wheats. An unknown building. That's a drop pod. I have no great need for drop pods anymore. Oh, what we got there? That's the haploid wheats. Oh, thank you, game. Right, I think we found the last of the hexaberries we need. Oh, go away. Thank you, game. Go away. I'm busy. I'm in the middle of a storm. I want to collect some hexaberries. And you are making life difficult for me. Unidentified plant, yeah. Okay. Sentinels deactivated. And this should be the last one. 59. You've got to be kidding me, game. Sweet roots. That's sweet root. Let's just walk this way and see what we can find. Right, I've found some more. This should be the last one. Found a knowledge stone. Ha. Nothing like wandering around in a storm to make life interesting. And we found the Hexaberries. How far away? 584. And we've got hostiles coming in again. Hey. Reload. We got some more meaty chunks. I think we're gonna use the ship, bring the ship in. I mean, I would have walked back if we weren't in the middle of a storm. But I don't think we've got much choice here. See if we can find the... Where? I don't know if it's the landing point. Oh, there it is. And we're just going to drop down here. Get round the big wide wings. And we're just going to give in here. A rhythm within the static becomes prominent, beating out a demand. It tickles my mind with a plea demanding materials from the planet. Some identified force is unsettled here. It longs to be stabilized. There is no collision of matter against matter. The materials dissolve directly into disturbance, vanishing without a trace. The static bursts are subdued to a soft hum. The breach may not be fully healed, but it is stable now. I do wonder whether these missions are building up to something in the long term. Okay. Of course, what we've got to do now is get back to the portal. Turn to the space anomaly. Yes, thank you, game. Let's get over the top. Where is the... There it is. The storm is now clearing after I finished the mission. But it wasn't that bad, actually. And down we go. And we'll just have one quick look round, see what we got. Anything of value nearby? Everything's a little bit distance away. Oops. No, okay, we're fine. I'm just gonna jump back into the portal. And we go from hot to cold. Yes, thank you. What's that there? Why is that glowing? Wow. Low on life support again. How am I off for pyrite then? Have a quick look. Yeah, I'm a little bit low on pyrite, so what I'm going to do is take the opportunity to mine out this pyrite. I think I've got to reload the terrain manipulator. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mine out this little bit of pyrite. In fact, probably by the time I do this, it'll be collected. It's a bit sneaky, actually. I thought it was going to go deeper than that, but we'll just grab that pyrite there. Yeah, that was very, very sneaky. I thought because it was stuck up above, it would go deeper, but never mind. We got a little bit of pyrite, and that's all that counts. I know I can make it, but sometimes I actually just enjoy mining stuff out. Anyway, let's just get back into the ship. Yep, stop shoving up at me. And we'll drop a save, although it's going to say we can't save. Position not saved in multiplayer. Let's get up into space. Now, one thing I have noticed, and I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this, but after the Living Ship update came out, every time you pulse drive for any distance, you'd get an encounter with a trader or an anomaly or something like that. But what I've noticed in the last week, that you don't seem to get so many interactions now. In fact, I haven't had one now for a few days. So I don't know whether Hello Games have done an update and toned it down a little bit. Because I must admit, I was finding it a little bit much that every time you pulsed any reasonable distance of, say, a couple of minutes, you got an interaction. So I do wonder if they have toned that down. I'm just going to jump out. Go catch the mission in. And the Nexus, complete mission. And we've now got 15 wiring loops, and we've got some stuff to purchase. I'm not going to look at Quicksilver. Now, I've got a little bit... Oops, it says return to mission agent. Well, I was going to go to the space station anyway via the freighter because we got those 2 augmentations. So I think just to wind this video up, what I'm going to do is do the augmentations. I don't think I need any augmentations on the ship. Wow, wait. No, I think I'm quite happy because I've even got a spare slot here at the moment. I don't think I need an augmentation on the Laughing Gnome. I certainly want an augmentation on my fighter. Oh, it's only criminal rating. Typical criminal type. What we'll do is pull the augmentations down to the exosuit. Not that I really need it, but you never know with this game. This is Wanderlust 4. Yeah. Right, let's just get up here and apply the augmentations. Kind of thinking I probably need one of each. That's it, yeah, I probably need 1 technology, 1 inventory. So if we go in here and upgrade Starship. Yep, augmentation inventory, thank you. Apply augmentation. And going to... it looks like they've actually fixed the bug, so you can actually flip between the 2, because what was happening before is if you did one, you couldn't change to the other, and then you had to come out and then come back in again to apply the second augmentation. So we've now got a bit of extra storage here that can go to my capacity. And we've got an extra slot here to sort things out with. I don't think I've got anything I really want to install at the moment. This is more a case of... I mean, I certainly don't want the warp drive enhancements. I mean, we could put a rocket launcher in. I mean, that would add to the weapons. I think what I'll do is I'll just have a think about what I want to add to this ship, because I mean this is the one that we're going to be using for should we need to be aggressive. Floor, and we're just going to come in here. We've got a mission to cash in, probably because we were killing predators, handing missions. They got the one. We got a high capacity vector compressor. One thing I did forget to do was going to see Polo about the location of a black hole. Just see what the prices are. I've got to sell. Oh, we've got some unstable gel to sell. We can sell off that. Oh, this is plus 24%. I think we'll sell that. And I think we had some acid in here as well. Or we can sell off the antimatter housing. The snafu reminds me that I don't need that anymore. We've still got some hexaberries. I'm going to put the hexaberries in my food processor so I can work up some wonderful recipes in the future. Oh, it's the superconducting fiber that had the poor value in here. And we can just sell the acid. It's for a tiny bit of cash. So we got 37 million. I really need to start building my cash up. Wait. And here. Obviously I've got a Gek relic. I don't know where that came from. But... And we've learned the Gek word for benevolent. Well, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. I don't have a clue what I'm going to be doing in the next part. But more importantly, whatever you do, stay safe and enjoy your gaming.